Hello. This video is digitally voiced. Please ignore any spelling or pronunciation errors if any. In this video I'll talk a little about using tags in flows. A tag is basically a piece of information stored with a key name. They can be sent to the flow by the card that started the flow or be global, which means shared by all flows. This can be information like the name of who came home in the presents card. Someone came home, or the humidity of a room when humidity changes, or just the power value of a smart socket. Tags can be one of the following types: string, number, boolean or an image. A boolean can be only one of two values, either true or false. This can be represented as 1 and 0, or yes and no as well. This video is kind of a follow-up to the flows video I posted earlier, giving you a bit more information regarding tags and how to use them in the flows. So I expect you to know how basic flows work. If not, I'll put the link in the description for the other video, or if my skills are good enough I'll put it in this box. I'll start by creating a new flow named tag example, and I'll add a new when card called the sensor's value changed. You can see that this card gives you 3 different tags. Unfortunately, there is no way to see these tags before you start using them or try to test the flow. I want the value who triggers this flow to be battery. So when any battery values in my connected devices changes, this flow will trigger. In the then part I set up a mobile notification to myself. I always set up a simple notification flow just to see how things work. This way I can confirm that the flow is triggered and work. Another way of seeing if a card is being triggered is to hover the flow on the left-hand side like this, and you should see how many times this has been started. This counter is only incremented when it has been triggered by a flow or by the when card, not from the test button. When configuring the notification card I can press the little tag icon, and here we see all tags available. There are a few global tags available as you see when I scroll down. But what we are interested in are the topmost tags which are in this flow. Here you see the 3 tags plus some example values for them. I start by adding them one by one, then in between them I add a dash to just be able to separate them in the notification. The first time I used this to set up a warning when a battery went low, I just waited until the first battery device reported a new value and then tweaked the flow to work better for me. This way I could see what values each tag represented against a real device. But in this case we do not have the time to wait, so I use the test button. And since I already know what every tag is due to my testing, I'll explain them. When pressing test and the when card have tags, you'll need to fill them in manually so the flow can be tested properly. They usually have a predefined set of values you can use, but if we want to test a flow which has a battery lower than 6%, then we might need to adjust the value to less than 6. In this example the first one is name. This is the name of the device sending the change. For example, front door doorbell. The second one is the zone the device is in, which on my front door would be the main entrance zone. The third one is the battery value in percentage. So I'll just run a test with the default values and you see it will pop up on the phone here. And there it is. The tags can be used in many AND cards and then cards. Just look for the tag symbol or the question mark symbol while configuring a card. But this flow is not useful. We want a warning only when the battery reaches 5%, not every percentage from 1 to 100%. Well, we can add a logic card under the AND field, and here I select the logic card, X is less than Z. Where X I will set to be my tag value, and the Z is 6. So anything below 6% will pass this test. So configuring this card you can see there is a gray question mark you can select in the top. Pressing this will give the same tag selection as on notification, but here you only see one tag in this flow available. This is due to this being a numeric condition, so it only shows tags which have numbers in them. A text, boolean or image is not possible to select. So let's select the value, and we want it less than, so we do not invert this check. Inverting will make it not less than. Then we enter the value. 6. This way the value must be less than 6% for this flow to execute. Then I can edit the text to say sensor. Then add name. Is low on battery. Value is. Then add value and percent. This will send a notification on every percentage change 5% or below. Neat little reminder to set up. I hope this video explains something you did not know. If you have any questions or requests, please put them in the comment field below.